we have a lot of things that hit hard, and we have a lot of things that live for a long time on the screen.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, Queen Knight especially, I mean, Demon Island has a little more surface area, but on some of these smaller maps, the down sit can take up the entire map, which can be a little scary for your opponent. And we're seeing quick work already coming out of this Queen Knight, getting some good damage. A little friendly fire there, unfortunately. Okay. Oh, and he finished up with a grab to cancel.
That GCN to be able to finish it off as well, and a weapon toss it way back down. This is the most even start. That was like completely synchronized.
Absolutely, and it's staying even as we move further into this game number 1 here. Okay, gonna try and finish up with Queen Knight. Air, signature, no good. Steyr sitting down with those rounded lance attacks, trying to get something to happen here. Catching the landing on the Queen Knight. Weapon throw coming out, switching back over to Axe. Now it's time to find those knockouts. D-Sig gonna go ahead and connect, but a nice little nair from Rye there is going to keep things going for him. Unarmed, coming back down, gonna pick up that weapon. Okay, the random D-Light, safe from that. They're trying to move that neutral air in to the Axe. Did not work out very well for him, and that stock is gonna fly, but his teammate also very close to being taken down to his final stock.
Okay, back in a bit of a nasty position off stage. Guy, what's gonna happen to you right now? Just gonna be slipping off stage here for a second. Okay. Trying to get back on really, really gently, looking through the neutral, looking through the D-Light as well. MAK flying in with the side of, what is that signature? What?
Oh, how did
so
he
many
get back
hitboxes
up on
at one
stage? How did he get back up on stage? He had so many active frames in front of him. So many things to avoid. That was a raw ground pound coming off of Kyrios there. Did not get punished off of it though. Red team kind of trying to stand their ground here in center stage. Some good neutral gameplay. Oh, hitting everybody over. Come back over. Going to catch D-Light. Yes. Nair into Steyr. Is he going to chase him? Is he going to chase him? No, he's allowed to come right back up on stage. Big old whiff off the cannon. That will catch, though. Steyr is going to send him down. Oh, this is back. I cannot believe this is an absolute war right now.
Okay, Steyr. Oh, you saw him trying to go for that side. That could have been so huge. Now you get popped up for your jungle. You go for that end light. You go for that D-Sig to be able to also catch the cross up. Red team is looking amazing right now. Rye is going to be stuck off stage.
Yeah, and that's a bad position to be in. Yeah, that'll go ahead and wrap it up. A 3-stock win for Steyr and MAK. No, that was, I mean, blue team's got some work to do. I mean, it was a battle. There was a lot of back and forth there throughout the game. But when it came down and you look at the raw numbers, I mean, red team had the advantage. There's really no way around it. Trying to take a look at these stats here as we have 310 damage coming out from Kyrios. Man, just that was rough. I'm trying to figure out what blue team really could have done there, but it was such a close battle the entire game. Like, it really could have just gone either way.
That's good. Going into the next game, we're going to be seeing MAK on the Poe. We're going to be seeing the Wushag come out, and then otherwise everything else is just going to remain as usual, as part of the quarter. So a couple of Ulgrims on the screen. And so, yeah, I mean, I talked about how powerful Ulgrim is on the Axe, especially his signature kit in the 2 setting. We saw how devastating GC Ensig on the Lance can also be, and we're going to see how it changes up in game number 2. Already a 1v1 broke out on the top. The entire battle is being fought to the right side. Okay, Rye is going in.
He absolutely is. He knows it has to be done, though. Maybe gotta switch things up, maybe take a little more of a risk, be able to slide in there, get those starters on those guitars. We haven't seen any big guitar strings coming from that Queen Knight. We haven't even really seen the signature kit really be used very much as well. Not very many connections in game number 1 off of those signatures from the Queen Knight. And now being sent off stage completely unarmed. The side sig coming out from Steyr. Can't find anything on it though. Another neutral sig. No punish though. Missed with the neutral sig off of the Queen Knight. Oh, some friendly fire, and it almost knocked his teammate out. Oh, it did knock his teammate out.
Oh no, that's a little bit tough. That's a little bit tragic. Okay, just gonna be eating a side O to the face. That's gonna be that stock. That's gonna be a down O. Almost a ground pound as well. Instead of Grey Riot, why did you go out there? You put yourself onto the last stock. That was bait, and you took it like a fish. Oh no, Steyr with the GC and Sig as well. Look at the position that Blue Team has found themselves in. That's okay. The momentum has been cut short. The rampage that Red Team was on for a second has been halted, at least for the time being. And now Blue Team has another fighting chance.
Yeah, they need to take control of the tempo, and they need to do it right now because they've been letting Red Team kind of operate at will, and that was a nice team combo, catching both members of Red Team in there and getting some very needed offensive output to bring this game back to even. They need to get, oh no, both Blue Team members on their final stock, setting up the team combo here, didn't even need it. Just that combo off the spear was enough to get the job done, finishing up with that Steyr, and look, Yara, no, the synergy is too on point. And man, it was close game number 1. Game number 2, a very, very different story.
That final combo as well, that was crazy. GC and Sig into the recovery to be able to scoop it off and to be able to take it off the top. That was an excellent way to be able to close that game. But Steyr and MAK, they had nothing but momentum that game, especially when it came into the edge guarding. There was that one offstage commitment from Grey Riot where they just kind of jumped out there and without a weapon on hand. And then they lost their stock. So not entirely sure what the intention was behind that. And now that means that MAK and Steyr are up with a 2-0 lead.
If we see again, we look at the stats, Grey Riot, 0% accuracy on those Queen 9 signatures. Not finding home for any of them, not even throwing many of them out. And, you know, I just really think that could be a tide turner. Those Queen 9 signatures, there's so many active frames.
It's why people pick Queen Eye.
Right.
That is, people pick Queen Eye because they're like, oh, you know, that is out there for half the game, it feels like.
But instead, he did 187 damage. You're not a lot. You're not going to win games doing 187 damage. We're coming into Apocalypse. This is a much smaller stage. We might be able to see, especially those the spear down sig, might be able to see some use of that Queen Nai on this map. But Blue Team, it definitely needs to do something, and that's going to be 3 games in a row to stay in this tournament.
D-Light side to the right side, and then you see Grey Riot coming back in there to help out his own teammate by trying to get a couple of hits in. So, what's going on now? Grey Riot looking for a way to land. Kyrios looking for a way to be able to whip punish MAK, hopefully. Grey Riot just going in, chase dodging in there, just jumping, waiting for somebody to whiff, and trying to threaten with a potential down it.
So far, I was going to say so far so good, but we're seeing Kyrios very close to knockout range, but so is Steyr at this point being set up with a recovery. Is he able to make it back down the stage? No. Stocks flying off of each team, and now Blue Team confirming another stock. And putting big damage on Steyr there. Okay, Blue Team waking up, Dara.
The GC pivot D-Light as well was a crazy option, and it really pushed the advantage state. That being said, MAK cleaning up the stock off the top with that spear recovery. You already know it's active, it's wide, and if you're anywhere near the top blast zone, it'll do a really nice job of taking you out.
Indeed. Steyr coming back up on stage. D-Light in the wrong direction. Recovery coming off of the Queen Knight spear. Set back up, he's trying to catch that landing. Nair is going to keep up in the air just a little bit longer, coming through with the side light. Big recovery from MAK, taking everybody up into the sky. A little more friendly fire from Red Team here as they try to calm things down. Blue Team still having a very slight advantage, but that advantage is now gone with that knockout being confirmed on Kyrios.
And MAK getting a little bit greedy with that D-Sig, ended up drifting with the ground pound instead of just hitting Grey Riot, who's directly below him, but it does not matter because he's still cleaning up the stock. MAK is the one that is now stock tanking through the Red Team and keeping up their lead. Gets that N-Sig, pushing Queen Nai out of here, gets that D-Sig, putting Ulgrim out of here as well. Still just backing off, not even wanting to risk pushing advantage state, and just wanted to wait for his teammate to come help him out.
Even waiting on his teammate, he got some good swings in with that axe there while everybody was kind of stacked up on top of each other. Down Sig coming out, not going to find a home for it. Seeing some pressure come out from the guitars. Everything being pushed over to the right side of the stage. Steyr right over the top. He caught the end of that signature.
Steyr is not keeping himself involved. MAK Oh my gosh, with the pogos, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the stock.
What? Can we forget the replays? Can I just watch like the last 40 seconds of that game again, please? That was a wild finish to a very wild set. We don't need to watch the last 40 seconds. But I love production. Sandwich straight in my ear. He's like, I can show you the last 40 seconds if you need to.
See the last 40 seconds. Let's do that. I would like to see the last 40 seconds of gameplay. I'd like to go ahead and, you know, get a nice little spot.